Oh golly, man. Some of these people be so fake, bro. Especially like I said, the so-called women who ain't women. Man, they sure do love to pretend, I'll tell you that much. Like that's what they do. They have fake energies of things that don't exist and aren't there. It doesn't bother me or anything. I could care less. I don't care what people do, but I just think it's pathetic and desperate because that's what they all are. You know what I mean? So like I said, what they do is they pay attention like I don't know how to explain it. Like basically like they all just live in their own delusion because like I said, the energy they're in, the things that they're trying to pretend are happening aren't happening. You feel me? Like straight up. None of it exists. It's just all in their mind. You know what I mean? And if you notice the trend, most so-called women have that exact issue. So it's like, wouldn't you realize either there's something in the water, right? Um, there's clearly programming going on through media, TV, social media, all that, right? And I just wonder if anybody else notices. Do you all notice what's actually being done to all of us on a mass scale as a society? I mean, do you realize what it is? I mean, what I'm doing with this plays a major role in all of it because it really brings it to the forefront. Like when the Joker sat him down at that meeting and he said, Batman, I know why you all have your group therapy sessions in broad day. I, you know, I know why you're afraid to go out at night. The Batman, right? See, Batman has shown Gotham its true colors, unfortunately, right? So it's like when I'm doing what I'm doing, that's a lot of what it represents. People don't get like I'm going through the dark night of the soul. What you need to look up is a real thing. That's why they call it Dark Knight, which is crazy because all this symmetrically put itself together. I didn't ask for that. I didn't create the synchronicities or the synchronization. It created itself. Does that make sense? So like, it's like the universe showed me who I truly am, showed me my identity basically, is sculpting me into the Batman that it wants, that God wants, and then the synchronicities are at play like that. Like I'm looking at it, I'm like, the title is The Dark Knight, and nobody ever thinks about it. And then you go into these tarot readings and the spiritual stuff, and they talk about the dark night of the soul, and it's an actual thing that people go through, and that's what I've been going through possibly this whole time for a while now. It's lasted a while, a good amount of time. It's been the hardest time of my life, hands down. And I mean, I've really been through some serious stuff in my life, and people know it. So it's like for me to say that, I mean, it's got to be really, really impossible hard, like on another level, because the things I've been through, for most people, man, that's so annoying, bro. Most people would have just gave up already. That is honestly so annoying. I think that's one of the most annoying things in the world is a little bike like that makes noise like that. Like, imagine driving everywhere. Like, is that not annoying? Like, seriously? Like, it's like people can't see. Like you can't see that you're annoying. You can't. You can't see that. Maybe you should have picked another vehicle. Like, I'm gonna tell you why people can't see stuff like that. Because they're blinded. They're blind. Literally. Their eyes are not open. Their eyes may be open, but their eyes are not truly open to see. Right? That's what we go through every day, man. It's a lot of what I represent and what I'm trying to teach the public. So yeah, a lot of what I'm doing and have already done and accomplished is really mirroring people and showing people their true colors, making people without trying. I force people to look inside at themselves at the issues they may not want to address. That's why the reactions are so strong a lot of times, okay? Because they realize they're inadequate. They realize that they don't want to try, that they're lazy. They realize that they're failures. And when they find out who I am and see all this success that I've had, it really drives them bonkers. I think that's what happened with that Raul dude. You know, I don't think I know. Like, obviously, they had a conversation together and talked, and Miguel obviously snitched because Miguel is a snitch, clear as day, right? And he was nothing but fake because everything he kicked, he went back on it at the end, and then he proved that he just had the same agenda to sit there and basically like try to fake talk to somebody. What's the point of that? Like you weren't my leader. I don't know who told you you was a leader, and then you couldn't even own that. But you definitely weren't the leader of me. I made that clear. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, you kind of fell back. You were all right for a good while. Like, I don't get it, bro. I genuinely don't get it, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, the truth about you, and again, I'm just saying the truth, right? I don't ever have anything bad to say. I just say positive and real stuff about people, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. But like I said, you're like collecting those little fedora caps. Like, I used to wear fedoras. Fedoras are cool, you know. Like I said, overall, I thought you were a pretty chill, cool dude. You know, I thought he was a cool guy. You know, it's just everything that he claimed he stood for was fake. You know, and in the end, I mean, I told you to your face, like the dude's using you and manipulating you. You kicking all these made up stories about how you're so tough, but then in the end, you're letting somebody who's weak get the best of you, and you're taking orders from them. Something I would never do. You would never catch me doing that ever. I promise. In the history of man, I would never do that. Name one time you've ever seen me, Tyree Sneed, take orders from anyone, right? Or be a peon or a peasant. That was the whole thing. It's like, you're not leaders, you're followers. Like, I'm going to let you be the follower, the best follower you can be all day, because that's your thing, not mine. Feel me? Me, I'm a true leader, right? So I'm going to do what a leader does and lead by example, which is what I did. So me getting the hell away from you people and out of that and exposing you on a mass scale and walking 3 hours in Kentucky and being stranded out there and still exposing you and proving not only how brave I am, but how tough I am and resilient, right, with what I'm going through physically. I made y'all look like fools. I own you. Like, I own those people. Like, I completely won against Raul and all those people. You feel me? Like I said, you want to pretend you Ra's al Ghul. You lost. Just like Ra's al Ghul. You lost. You feel me? So it's like, for me personally, I'm ecstatic about how everything has worked out. You know, like, I'm happy about all of it for the most part, especially all of that. I won, you know? So at the end of the day, it's like I say, like, y'all take orders from people. I don't. You know, actions speak louder than words. Like I said, a guy can sit there and tell you whatever. Let me get back to the point. What I was saying, you got your little cheap fedora caps. You're complaining how you lost your car because you were only using it as a crutch to use as an excuse for your failure and your lacking and you're being lazy, right? It wasn't really about God for you. It's just about being a narcissist and, or whatever you are, and using it as an excuse. That's the truth, right? It's written all over you. So you did all that. Hold on. Asking the man here what time the bus runs. He helped me. So yeah, I mean, like I said, uh basically, how do I put this, man? I mean, you know, you got your little fedora caps, your whole image is fake, you're there and you're looking for attention so bad. I think that's all he really wanted, which, you know, I feel bad for him. Like I said, like I like Miguel. I'm not would never talk down. I still think he's an all right dude. I just think he's kind of lost and needs some guidance. And that was the issue, you know, like somebody pretending like they're a leader when you're just not a leader, or pretending to give guidance when you can't. But I think he knew what it was. But overall, I thought he was a cool dude. So I don't have anything bad to say. Honestly, nothing but positive things to say. But it's just like you were just overcompensating too much, man. That was my only issue. My only issue was when we were doing the work, like the security stuff, regardless of, you know, whether we were being paid or whatever. I mean, you just were overstepping your boundaries so much because you want to pretend that you know everything. And the truth is, you know nothing. I mean, you must have told me 8 different scenarios of what happened to me when I told you exactly what happened and it never changed. So either you're trying to frustrate me or you're just that slow. And I'm thinking you may just be that slow. You know what I mean? So it's like, not only that, but every scenario you said was wrong because I kept having to correct you and explain to you, listen, I told you what happened. I know what happened to me, buddy. I was there. You weren't. How can you speak on something if you weren't there? I never understood why people do that. Come on, bro. So, like I said, like people run their mouth as cowards when they're in a cowardly position to be able to, right? So it's like, I don't really care about that. That's lame and corny to me. I'm a grown man, right? I don't got time for you. But like I said, like, it's just the truth. You have nothing going for you because of that. You're leaning on that and banking on that. And then it was crazy because you had the nerve and audacity after you people are sitting there. You basically told on yourself and admitted that you all are doing illegal activity and that you're making some kind of profit and some kind of money off of it, correct? Because you made up this lie talking about that if I had stayed or whatever, I would have been paid and I would have been able to go anywhere I wanted. That's the biggest lie I ever heard. Had I stayed, I would have been used and you would have never brought that up or said anything. You would have given me no money. It's common sense. Like what you're saying makes no sense. But then you throw all my stuff away when I'm not there, like the coward you are. Well, that was Raul, right? But all of them are cowards. So how make that make sense? I mean, if you owe me money, I mean, what do you mean? I don't need to stay for anything. You can, like, you still owe me that money. I mean, if what you're saying, if it had any truth to it, you technically you do owe me money. So, like, you know, you could pay that money anytime. Like when we take this to court, because we will, they may actually, like, the court and the lawyer may have you pay me, like real talk, because they're gonna be like, so you're telling me he did all this for free, and he did more than anyone, and you didn't give him nothing? Like, that's kind of not fair, right? That's not cool. I'm just saying, right? And then it proves what you're actually doing, right? So, like I said, you're a false prophet, bro. You got to live with that. You know, the fact that you're a false prophet and leading people down the wrong road completely and not to God, not to righteousness, not to truth, not to heaven, you know? So, like I said, you made up a whole bunch of stories. That's the devil, bro. The king of all lies. Every word out your mouth was a lie. Like I said, the truth is you're a nobody. You don't have a job. You never did. You don't have much of anything. You got a support system and still can't do nothing with it. You lost your car, you claim. It's all fake. So it's like I said, if you look at all those people, like I said, I mean, honestly, I think all of you were better off in your original environment. Real talk, because you have to understand, no matter what you say or do, nothing within those groups, like the ministry groups, is permanent. The housing is not permanent. There's nothing permanent about it. Like, you can sit there and try to stay in it forever. I mean, it's miserable. That's like Marky Mark. Marky Mark was going to try to stay in ministry forever, right? And he has good reason to, and I have nothing against that. Like, that's his decision. But they didn't want him there. Like, Raul was doing everything to try to get him out of that organization, right? Or whatever, to get him out of that ministry home, right? And then I heard Miguel snitched on Raul and said the other, like, illegal stuff that he was doing, right? And like told stories about, oh, like he really doesn't like Marky Mark and blah blah blah. Meanwhile, like that's what narcs do. Narcs always try to pick on somebody who has issues, right? So like it's just crazy, bro, how much you've exposed yourself. All those people, like it really is genuinely crazy, man. But like I said, people tell on themselves. People say and do simple things when they're simple people. So like I said, people are going to continue to tell on themselves. This won't be the first time. So like I said, it's just another organization that I got the best of. I exposed, and like I said, I mean, they're. I mean, once we take it to court, I mean, I don't see how they're going to continue to run this business, because even if it continued, it's all so like not by the book. It's definitely not legal. It's definitely not right. And it's about right and wrong. It's not always about the law, because the laws are being twisted and manipulated in this country, smart one. It's about right and wrong. And like it's going to be exposed so much publicly, like it's going to be hard to do anything. Like I said, you're only limiting your own movement. And like I said, nothing in that situation is even permanent, steadfast, has a future in it. It can make any real money. So it's like, what was the point? Like I said, it was truthfully nothing but a lot of addicts that were desperate for money and coin, and were trying to basically have a predatory system and feed off of other people who they assume or try to force and promote and project their issues upon. Like I'm not that person, clearly. So they figured it out. So clearly they were mad, because it's like, well, I can't really take advantage of this dude. You understand? Like the other thing too, I want to bring up, okay? What what that fake pastor said in front of Pastor Cleveland in that room, okay? That's going to be brought up in court. I hope you know that, nigga. Okay? You're not listening. Like I'm definitely taking this to court. As soon as I get my resources and my money, I'm going straight to a lawyer, and we're taking this straight to court. And I want you to have to lie, right? Because the thing is, you'll be under oath. You can't lie under oath. I want you to have to try to worm your way out of your own words. Your exact words, sir, where you looked at a gangster. Well, you couldn't even look at me because you're not a man. But you told a gangster, the most notorious, ruthless gangster in this country and in the world, and you're so delusional. You said, I need 20% of that, talking about whatever my money. You didn't even know how I made my money. Pastor Cleveland was sitting there begging, desperate, talking about, no, how do you make your money? It ain't none of your business. What do you mean? How do I make my money? What kind of question? Like that's a sucker question. Like you're admitting you're not a man. Like what is that? That doesn't make me look anyway. Like then the other one's like, yeah, don't play the game. What do you mean play the game? The only one playing a game is you. I mean, you saying that you need 20% of my money for a business that I've put my life on the line for. I've put my entire life into this business here. I've put everything I had into it. I risk my life every day doing this. And you said you need 20% of that? And that's really a plausible thing to say to somebody who doesn't put up with nothing, and like no one could get a penny out of me. That's common sense. That was a plausible thing to say. Now let me tell you what that is in a court of law, right? To, like I said, the broke nigga that's an addict, that's he's a cracky. You know what a cracky is, right? And he's from he claims Conroe, right? Like I said, when you go to court, you do realize that that would be extortion, right? Just saying. I mean, you didn't pull it off, of course. I mean, nobody could do that to Tyree Sneed. But just the fact that you said that would be attempted extortion, would it not? See what I'm saying? See, people, like I said, so if you knew the law, why would you commit that crime? Why would you get on another person's phone, commit harassment, illegal use of a telecommunication device? Why would you have somebody going through my stuff? Why would you be gang stalking someone you don't even know? And what exactly is your fake energy about? Because there's nothing you're going to find. Like going through my stuff for what? I have nothing to hide. You do. What are you concerned about what I'm doing? What I'm saying? Well, I don't get it. I'm not the one with anything to hide. It's all projected energy to be fake because you're worried and concerned. Like I said, you know what's the weirdest thing? Raul is the coward who begged me to go on that trip. He's the one who told me to my face. He literally was like, I want you to have the experience. He's like, I really hope you don't leave, because all I was trying to do was leave. Because, I mean, that was really the right thing to do, right? And that's what I wanted to do. And it was basically like they wouldn't let me. So it doesn't make any sense because you picked one position on one side as usual, like narcs do. They can't make up your mind, and then you turned around and acted like you wanted the complete opposite. I mean, at what point did things change? I didn't do anything that changed anything. I didn't say anything that changed anything. I've been the same person the entire time. You told me to come on that trip. Like, it's not my fault that you couldn't make money off of me or whatever, doing whatever you're doing. That's clearly, like I said, I mean, you have no business doing it that way, right? Like, that place should not be in business. Y'all should not be running because it's clearly illegal what you're doing, right? I'm just a victim in it all. All right, give me a minute. All right. So as I was saying, I'm back. First of all, we need everybody to donate. We need as many donations as we can possibly get. Okay. I'm a little low on money because I've been handling everything, taking care of everything, and I would like to you know, not have to be barely getting by and stuff, with specific things. And I need people to step up to help me with that. Again, this is not like an all the time thing. Like I said, once I get to this check this next month, like I said, I mean, everything is already running. The business is doing great. I just need some donations here and there to keep me afloat. And it's just crazy because, like I said, I should be coming on here and walking away with thousands of dollars with what I'm doing. I want everyone to donate. I want to recruit and get new sponsors. Like, I'm trying to get this whole thing moving. I'm not on here to play, right? So just like I said, narcs always have something cute to say. So they'd probably be like, "Oh, he's still talking about it." Yeah, and I'm gonna keep talking about it because I told you I'm gonna expose all these illegal organizations because that's what they are. I don't care what no one says. You're all liars, right? I'm gonna expose you all completely and fully. I didn't come to play, bro. Okay, I really do this. Okay, so yeah, if I told you I'm gonna expose you, I'm gonna make sure you're completely exposed, not no halfway exposed, right? I'm talking completely exposed, right? Where people can see the reality, right, of what's happening and what's going on. And, you know, that's about it. That way we can figure it out. You know what I mean? What's happening. So, like I said, for me, I'm going to keep on doing this, right? I'm not going to bite my tongue about anything. Okay. It's just that simple. And whatever it takes to get where we're going, that's what it's going to take. Right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm just trying to talk about the different specifics and nuances of everything happening, right? So that people can see it from a clear perspective, what's actually going on here, right? Like how these establishments are actually run, right? See, people got to understand something, man. Like when I'm doing this, I'm not trying to prove a point to strangers, man. It's just like with anything, bro. Like I'm focused on what I'm focused on. This is my job. You know what I mean? I really do this. So a lot of people they don't comprehend or understand it, and I don't expect them to do too because there's no way for them to know. Sometimes I forget I'm like omnipotent and other people aren't, so I tend to know everything and nothing gets by me or past me, but I can't expect that of strangers and everyone else. Feel me? So, like I said, for me personally, um, I'll talk about this matter and any other matter as much as I need to. Okay. Like I said, until we get it straight and get to the nitty gritty of the truth. I want the truth out there, man, of what these people are doing, how they're trying to take advantage of the weak. I'm not the weak. That's why it was funny to me the whole time. Like I said, they already all backed down. I stood up to all of them. That's why they were intimidated. That's why they pulled that stuff on the phone. And the whole thing is, bro, we can skip all that. Like you can skip all that. You can skip that. There's no need for that because it doesn't make any sense. It's out of place. Anything you had to say, like everyone, you had every valid chance and all the time in the world to tell me to my face. I mean, after the fact, when I'm gone, that's silly, right? So, I mean, it's just completely pointless. There's literally no purpose in doing that, right? At all whatsoever, right? So, it's like, how do I explain it? It was kind of funny right now because, like, this random guy is like seeing me walk around, and I'm sure that, I'm sure to some degree it kind of surprises you when you see a guy with a cape like Batman walking around. So, I get it, but it was just funny because he was shining the light, and I think he was getting like paranoid. And I do a good job of minding my own business and going my direction, and showing people there's nothing to worry about. I don't get out here and try to mess with people. I don't do weird stuff. So Like I said, there ain't no way to twist what I do. I'm very direct about what I do. And like I said, if you're not a part of this, I'm not concerned with you. You know, it's just that simple. If you're a regular citizen and you're not doing illegal stuff, just like, you know, most of these organizations and people, like they shouldn't be worried about you. I'm not concerned with you. You know, unless you're doing some pretty off the wall stuff, you don't got to worry about Batman exposing you or whatever. You know, or you don't got to worry about any interaction with me unless you're doing like illegal stuff, like something crazy or something that needs to be stopped. You know what I mean? But as I said, those people, I mean, if anything, I serve as a symbol of hope. I serve as a symbol that it's not the right route and right way to go, clearly. Because, like I said, I'm independent. I do everything independent. You couldn't lie on me. You couldn't speak on me. Like I said, you had these other people, they wanted to hire me, and you were trying to ruin that too. And it's like, you can't ruin something, right, that you don't even understand or know who the person is, right? There's no way for you to ruin that because it wasn't even something that I was trying to get or gain because I don't need it. Feel me? So if I don't need it, what would be the purpose, right? Trying to pay attention. What would be the purpose of trying to tamper with, right? Or mess with anything that I'm not worried about, that I'm not trying to obtain, attain, or get? There'd be no purpose, right? Okay. So, like I said, that's what narcs do. They do a lot of fake drama and waste their time. And I want you to look at it. You have to operate off of an actual schedule, which I also think is hilarious. So you have to do like set trips at certain times, right? And they create where you're going to go and all that. And then you basically do forced slave labor. Let's call it what it is instead of everybody trying to rewrite history and lie about everything every breath. I mean, it's forced slave labor. You're not paying anyone. Like, what's the point of that? So you go on these different little assignments to do forced slave labor for these different companies and business. And that puts those companies and businesses in a compromised position because when it comes out in court, they're going to look at every organization that does business with you that's not really business. You're literally having people do forced slave labor. And you're sitting there saying it's for a roof over their head or whatever. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, that's pretty much slavery in this country. Like, isn't slavery abolished, homie? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know what part they're confused about. Like I said, like I was never a part of any of your stuff. God put me there to see it and to expose it. That's it. I needed to see from the inside what was happening. I did the same thing with Empower Network and I put them out of business. They were a whole lot bigger than you. Like I said, these people don't even make money. That's why it's just funny to me because it's like, dude, you're nowhere near my level or breed. Hold on. So yeah, like I said, that was what was crazy to me. I'm like, none of y'all are near my level or breed. You're not me. You're nowhere near me. Like I said, we come from two totally different walks of life. Like, what are you even speaking for? Like, that's the thing. A lot of the other dudes, none of them are anyone. Only reason I'm talking about it is I want to get out all the truth. And I want people to understand I'm always going to have the upper hand, bro. I'm always going to have actual concrete evidence on all of you, right? And you will never have anything on me ever because I don't do anything wrong. I do what I'm supposed to do, right? which is put you out of business and expose you and shut down illegal operations, right? That are taking advantage of people and causing people a lot of damage, right? All this other stuff going on is being investigated as we speak already, right? Like, Batman's on his job, bro. Why do you think that's happening? Why do you think those investigations are happening? Because Batman really good at what he does, and you got to remember, I'm not no snitch. I don't run and tell anybody. All I do is do my own independent thing. I come report what's happening, right? The only way you can be a snitch is when you commit crimes with people and then tell on them, right? I don't commit crimes, period. And everything I do by myself. It's not snitching to expose cowards that hide behind systems, much less God, right? And sit there doing illegal activity. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? So what do you mean? See, that's the thing, man. When you've got criminals who are this pathetic and they all want to fake talk and be delusional, it's like, dude, that stuff doesn't even work in the movies. Why would it work now or here? That's what trips me out. You know what I mean? So, like I said, for me right now, I don't know. I need people to really step up, man. I really need some help right now with the donations. And it's just weird that every time I speak, you have people every time following me around here online trying to say something like, I'm not asking you, bro. I'm not going to talk to you. Like, I'm going to ask for donations nonstop. So you better get used to it. Because again, I don't have to explain nothing. It's what I'm here to do. Make money, right? I understand that you mad when I make money, but you're gonna have to stay mad because I got brand new pants the other day. I'm getting brand new what I need. Been getting that, right? So I'm getting all my resources together, right? I'm doing what I need to do, which I just reminded myself I need to do something here real quick. I mean, I'm a boss, bro. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, man. All I'm doing is trying to get everything paid because I'm a boss. I stay on top of my stuff. So, like I said, when that phone bill rolled around, I was hoping I'd be in a better position, and I just was. But money goes so quick, and I haven't even been spending like that, like at all. Like, like I can't just keep, nickel and diamond. And I understand that these blessings are coming, and I'm not going to have to. But for right now, I'm just focused on the right now, on the present. And I can't just keep nickel and diamond and shorting myself. Like, I got things I got to do. I got to treat myself right. Self-love is a real thing, and I need people to really step up. All right, continuing on. I got what I needed. All right. So yeah, I mean, just right now everything is expensive, man. These are basic issues. It's not difficult. It's not complicated. Like, I'm not asking anyone for their opinion. Don't volunteer it. Be quiet. All right. So yeah, like I said, I'm a content creator, right? And I do a great job on my channel, and I deserve to be paid fully and compensated. All y'all owe me a ton of money, right? And I'm getting a lot of people on my side, even people who maybe, felt whatever way towards me for no reason. If it had to have come from envy and jealousy, because I don't wrong anyone. I'm nothing but good to everybody. So, I'm even winning people over like that who are stepping up, and it seems like they're trying to really help me. So I appreciate it. It's nothing but gratitude over here. It's nothing but pure being genuine. Everything I'm telling you is just the truth. Everything's just really expensive. You see me go through it, and I'm trying to save. Like, I got the pants on discount. Like, I think they were like almost 13, and then tax on top of it. And I made sure I got the one with the tag where there was a little bit of a discount, so it was like 7 something, but then you got tax on top of it. But like, it's just everything is expensive. I finally had a halfway decent meal today. It's been a while. That cost me like $13. I'm realizing I need to make that pretty much like every day. So I'm gonna try to go as hard as I can on here, especially with trying to get donations right now, because I need to be making at least 20 plus a day. I mean, realistically, instead of just other people faking it and talking about it, and nobody does that on this network. I'm outdoing everybody already with just the monetization alone and accruing the normal checks, but now I need to step it up a little bit, a notch, and I just need to outdo what I've ever done, which is what I'm starting to do, I feel. So, like I said, I'm developing this next check that'll come around Christmas time. Doing a great job with that. Still getting consistently tons of views. None of these people can do what I do on here. It's just the truth, man. I'm the greatest. Real talk. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing my part. I'm handling all my responsibilities. Taking care of everything. Just getting a lot done, bro. If you want me to be really realistic, really getting a lot done, covering a lot of ground very quickly. Like I said, I never stop working. So, I mean, I just got done exposing that church cult, right? It doesn't stop there. I hopped right into it and went right back to work, right? So, for me, like I said, I never really am going to run out of work. I constantly got something to do, and the next thing I'm working on. So, Batman doesn't have time for play stuff or childish games. Like, I'm a grown adult. I got a job to do, and I do it very well. So, it's all professional over here and real, and that's all I want people to see and know for a fact beyond any shadow of a doubt. Don't ever doubt me. All right. So yeah, that's where we're at with it. And like I said, we just got to keep pushing and go from there. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, hold on. At the end of the day, I mean, we trying to make money, bro. Other people are worried about money. I never have been, but at this point, we need to start focusing on it, right? And just to get me enough to get by. Things were great just recently. Like I said, everybody kind of pulled back. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't know if it's intentional. I have no idea, bro. But I think it'll pick back up. I don't think it's intentional. I think just money doesn't grow on trees. I get it. Trust me. But that's why I need more and more sponsors. I got to get people that want to help fund this. And that's about it, man. Like I said, I really don't ask for much. I really don't require much. I'm very unneedy, right? It's all these people who are needy and weird and desperate. And yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to take care of my basic stuff. You know what I mean? That's all. So, like I said, I'm doing one thing at a time. Like I said, the phone bill is not due until I think around the 21st, right? So we'll go from there. right? Got another honk. We'll go from there, and that's about it. You know, the phone bill should still be good for a little while here. And I mean, if I have to operate without the phone plan, I have to. I don't have a choice, you know, but that's what we're trying to avoid. And there should be really no excuse, you know, and that's the thing. Like, I definitely am demanding of my audience that we kind of step up, because I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, yes, there has to be some crowdfunding, there has to be some audience money and finances being put forward. I mean, that's what this is about. That's the whole purpose of why we're here. You know, like, this company, they don't pay me right. So I need to get paid and compensated what I deserve, right? But that's my issue. Let me deal with that. Right now, I just need the audience to step up as much as you possibly can. And it really changes things for me. It really helps me. You know what I mean? Like, if I can get somebody to somehow donate like 20, 25 bucks right now, at least, it'll really change the game for me right now. You know, because now I have my game plan. I know what I'm doing. I've got everything set up. I just took care of everything one at a time. It's just I have a lot of stuff to take care of, you know? So people should be able to understand that, you know? But like I said, you know, it's just crazy, man. You know, it's just like all the fake stuff, fake comments. You got fake accounts, fake comments saying weird stuff like ghetto Batman. I mean, stuff like that is going to help me. The thing I'm trying to understand is what's ghetto about me. Like I said, I'm wearing a bulletproof vest, okay, level 3A. You can look up any vest that's level 3A. Every single one of them is basically a grand or more. Like, so, I mean, I'm wearing that. Then I got 530 on my wrist. A watch costs $530. Like, I can walk any of y'all to the place and they'll tell you that's the price of it. I mean, I don't understand. That's not ghetto, bro. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it always be like, we ain't got time for it. That's not a part of this. Immaturity is not a part of this network. Never was. Reality is. Right? So, like I said, I mean, there's nothing ghetto about that. You know, there wasn't anything ghetto about me driving around a piece of machinery that cost $1,300. I mean, you can't be serious. I mean, it cost me a grand originally. I fixed it twice, you know, and I don't need it. I don't need any of that stuff no more. I've figured out how to operate completely. I don't need any of that. It would be cool to have, but it's nothing that's necessary right now, as you're seeing, right? I'm getting everything done with or without it, with whatever resources I got. Um, and, you know, that's it, you know? So, I mean, if people can't see what I'm doing here and that it's working, I mean, you must be blind. You feel me? I mean, I'm getting a lot done. You know, like I said, I don't just walk in circles. I don't dress up or act like anything. Like, I get a lot done, dude. I'm constantly working, doing a lot of research all the time. Like, that's why when Christina and I get together, and I'm gonna make sure nobody ruins my show tonight like they did yesterday. When Christina and I get together, I'm probably gonna be spending a lot of time. Well, most of my time is gonna go to her, pretty much all of my time. In my spare time or together, um, or she can just be right there and help me and watch and help me with everything. Like, I know she's gonna help me with everything, but I want to be building stuff. That's what y'all don't get. Like, I'm probably gonna be going and buying like tools and going to Home Depot frequently and stuff like that, places like that, because I'm trying to find like, I'm probably gonna be like in a garage somewhere with Christina and getting panels and stuff, trying to build like my own bat pod and my own tumbler. That's what y'all don't get. And like figuring out, like getting the right people, whether it's just somebody who really is good at mechanics, electronics, whatever, and figuring out how to put engines on these things and just build them myself. That's what y'all don't get, is like, I won't have to do all the high price stuff anymore. On top of that, I can start growing my own fruits and vegetables and stuff. And that's another thing I want to do with her that I know she'll love. I want us to have like our own little garden. Okay. And then from there, what I'd like to do, another little awesome idea of mine, I'd like to start trying to invent our own like candy. like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory type stuff, but maybe with like real fruit and stuff, like real ingredients, and create like our own candies, like learn how to do it, study it. Like that's the kind of stuff we're gonna do, like really interesting, kind of complicated, fun stuff, like new stuff that challenges you. That's what I want to do. Like not all the time, but just sometimes, it'll be fun. And we'll probably make some awesome candy that nobody's ever made, And then, that can be another business if we want. We can start our own candy business. I'll tell you one thing, candy, $1 million market, bro. None of y'all think about that. Candy, you can't go wrong with candy, bro. I love candy. People love candy. I mean, you know how to make candy the right way. I don't know if you're supposed to get licensing or how that works, but you can't go wrong with no candy, bro. You'll win every time with that if you know how to do it right. Seriously. Got another one that just they have no common sense whatsoever. None of these people. Yeah. Get out of here. No common sense. No common sense. Yep. You have no common sense. None of y'all. Bunch of nobodies. All of them. They have no common sense. Not only do they have no common sense, they have no empathy. Like real talk. Like it's just common sense. That's all. Like a lot of these people, like I said, they're ignorant. They expect you to do their part for them. Like, no, dude, I don't know nobody nothing. In any situation, I just do me, do what I need to do for me, just like y'all. Y'all super selfish. So if that's how we gonna operate, cool, no problem. Like that's why you see me now. I'm like, let me start doing for me, do for self finally, because I never did. Because that's all these people do nonstop. It's really pathetic, bro. And this is everywhere I go too. It's not like a one-time thing. I mean, everywhere I go, these fools be self-serving, right? It's all about them, nobody else. Like I said, it's really pathetic. Like being realistic, it's absolutely pathetic. Look at this fool. Another one, slow. Wow, you can't even drive between the lines. Seriously? Like, I'm not even in the fool's way, and he's almost like getting real close to me. Like, are you serious? Here's another one. No common sense. Yep, you have no common sense. None of y'all fools. But I know how to handle this. I'm gonna go over here. Y'all fools got no common sense, literally, bro. And I know what they want. I know what they're trying to do, but they ain't got the heart to do it. They ain't gonna do nothing. They're all cowards. Like I said, out here it ain't nothing but cowards, man. Real talk. Like they don't get it. Like most of y'all, I can't stand you, bro. Y'all think we like cool and we friends and stuff. Nah. I mean, maybe a couple of you. Most of you can't stand them, bro. Because they fake as hell, bro. Like every time, bro, it'd be weird, man. It'd be weird how I'd be in certain areas, things be cool, no issues. I come to a different area, they start their nonsense. Like you can tell where you at and what kind of people are there by the way they operate and act. Seriously, like it's incredible how quickly things change just based off of your location of where you're at the time. Have y'all ever thought about that? It's really insane, bro. Because these people are downright crazy, bro. Like out they mind crazy. Like really delusional. Ain't nobody out here, nobody. None of them. None of them got no money. That's the craziest part. They got no money, but they want to pretend they rich. Make that make sense. You got to explain that to me how that worked. You know what I mean? I'm not these people. I ain't never had to pretend I'm rich. I really am rich. I'm rich right now in equity, right? Like, and these people, like I said, everything that gets said, they try to translate it to something negative. It doesn't make sense. I mean, equity is equity, bro. Like I told you, the big boys play with equity. Y'all don't know nothing about this game. I mean, that's why all the readings saying what it is nonstop. Every reading is like, yeah, these people made bad decisions. No duh. No duh. These people missed an opportunity. No duh. We knew that the whole time. That's what everybody told all these people. Like, we've been laughing at you the whole time because the joke's on you. You figured it out now, huh? Right. Like I said, who acts slow and then acts like they proud of it? Like, where they do that at, bro? And like, tries to get all their value because they have none, and self-worth because they have none, off of the internet, off of things that it's the opposite. Like, that takes away your value. Like, it's not just immaturity. A lot of you want to dismiss it. Ah, they're immature. And see, that's the problem. You're not describing it correctly. It ain't just immaturity. It's way more than that. I mean, you got to be downright plumb slow. Seriously. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. Seriously, you people are absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it, honestly, like, ever. Oh, great. Oh, well, can't do nothing about that. I got my stuff though. All right. Oh, my foot, it hurts. Too much walking and running. Well, that didn't hold up at all. Oh well, who cares? All right. So yeah, like I said, I love doing what I do here. I love humanity. I love people. I love Christina. I love the fact that she loves listening to me. Genuinely, I'm really happy about it. So, like I said, I pretty much took care of everything for now, outside of, I need money so that I can continue to eat when I'm moving around all day. I need help with that. I need maybe a little bit of money so I can get me another tank top as soon as I can, because this one is just dirty, because, they get dirty quick because I do a lot of exercise. Oh, and socks. I need to get some socks. Definitely need some socks. I don't know if I may have a pair. I'm going to look, but I don't think so. And yeah, that's about it. It's basic stuff. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it really don't take much. It takes a couple people donating 10, 20, $5 a person. I mean, that's all I'm asking, bro. You know what I mean? And other than that, like I said, I'm more than happy to work with the people as far as talking to me on here who really want to do it. But like I said, it'll have to be a private thing, and you're going to have to pay me to do it. That's all. I mean, you're going to have to pay to have our own chat. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want my acknowledgement and my validation, yeah, you're going to have to pay me at this point, because that's just how it has to be. Not because of me, because of all these people that you should be mad at, right? And that's all I'm saying. These people get on here, they start talking nonsense. I don't care what you have to say. Don't none of y'all do what I do. Didn't none of y'all go through what I've been through? What are you talking about? You're welcome to type whatever. I don't care. It's all delusion. You know what I mean? That's the thing. People really think, oh, because they talk, it matters or it changes reality. You can talk all you want. That's not what I do. I talk facts. That's why it's so powerful when I speak. You feel me? We're not the same at all. Like, truthfully, we're not. But yeah, that's what I need. I just need to get as much money as I can through donations right now under my belt, right? I already got a guaranteed check. And like I said, I don't want to be struggling again like I was before. And there shouldn't be any reason I should, because we were having people who were stepping up and donating. So, it should continue, even if it has to be somewhat new people sometimes. I would never put the burden on one person or two people. It's got to be a collaborative effort with everybody. And that's just how it has to be. We're here to work together. It's supposed to be one big cohesive unit. And that's the deal. Like, we can't have any more of this, people coming into my chat and who don't want to be here. Like, I don't got time for that, man. If you're on here and you're just jealous and mad at me, you're not going to watch my program. You're going to go to prison. You understand? There's no way you can legally watch me if you're against me for no reason. That makes no sense. Right? So, like I said, it is what it is, man. Because that's the spirit of revenge and I never wronged anyone. So it's like I let people go ahead and do that because they're doing it to themselves. That's why God keeps showing them this and keeps showing them. Like it even said in the readings, like God warned y'all a million times. You didn't listen. I looked at every reading. I put half of them on the community tab. God warned y'all a million times, bro. Not to bother me, not to come for me, not to play with me. Right? You didn't want to listen. So don't act surprised now because God is real, bro. And God ain't having it. Just like it said in that last one, they wanted me to have nothing. And God's not having it. Yeah. God's giving me everything. Yeah, that's what's happening. Everything. Not just one thing. I'm talking about everything. Like, I'm about to own the world. I know I am. You know what I mean? That's why people be listening. Like, you can hear the confidence in my voice because I know what's happening. There's not a doubt in my mind, bro. I'm about to own the world. I'm about to have so much money. It's unreal. Like I said, this is just for right now. And this ain't even struggling. This is doing well. I'm doing great, man. It's just inflation. I mean, learning how to move correctly is not a bad thing. It's not struggling. Learning how to move correctly is what people need. So like I said, when people tried to paint me like I was struggling or like I'm doing something wrong, you see me do the same routine, like, because that routine, I created it and it works. That's why. Because if you notice, I'm self-sufficient. I stand on my own. I do everything by myself. You see what I'm saying? Like, I generally don't ask anybody for anything or for even help. So I'm who deserves to have some people, especially on here, step up. There's another one just driving by playing nonsense. Nobody wants to hear. Like, it's really just irritating. Like, just turn it off, bro. Nobody want to hear that. You know what I mean? Play it to yourself. But then again, I get it. I mean, I get it. I used to drive around the Porsche with the system just banging, so I'm not really mad, bro. Sometimes I'm just talking and joking around, and y'all think I'm serious. I'm really playing about some of it, but some of their vehicles sound really irritating, and I just don't like people messing up my show because I work really hard to do this and get it right, and it's not easy, you know. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I developed and God developed something here that really works. There's a real future in it, right? And I'm excited about it, man. Seriously. Now, let me use this time right now to try to go over what I was talking about yesterday that got ruined. My whole show got ruined. Christina, she only told me one thing today. I don't know what's going on. I'm worried about you. Please let me know that you love me and you're okay, right? Because all she told me was I asked her about the bus system. She answered. Thank you for that. For real, you helped me. But I need to know you're all right and what's going on. I don't know like why you're not talking today. But she may just be tired. Going. I really need a break. I don't know if tomorrow I may take a break. Probably not. I'll probably do the same thing. But I mean, that's the thing. It's hard for me to get a break because of the way everything is set up. That's what y'all don't get. This is, so like I said, the more money I can get under my belt, more people donating, it really helps me. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. The other is Blah Nameless, and I'm not saying this to come out on any like bad aspect, but people deserve to know. I mean, it's a good thing. Like, for a long time, she was kind of part of the group that was like against me, and I never really understood why, because I don't really know anything about her. And that they definitely have sabotaged my entire life and done all this to me. Everything I said is 100% true. the government pathogen I'll have for the rest of my life because of them and the military connections and them setting me up, right? Which they tried to wipe that under the table. And then the stuff that happened with Seton Hospital because the phone calls in my stomach and abdomen, they tried to sweep that under the table. The government has been coming for me for a long time. And you'll notice because in those shows, when I'm speaking the truth about, like when I was talking about me being the ant in Bug's life, they really didn't like that. You'll see them blurting it out and they'll start messing with the frequency of the show so that you can't hear what I'm saying. When I really start saying the truth, they always block it. And it really kind of made me sad because I'm looking at them like, man, this is really what it's about, huh? Like, it really is the Illuminati. It really is Freemasonry. It really is the devil and the enemy, and how they really have done their all to silence me because they don't want people to know the truth. And the fact that I have so much love for all of you and everyone, whether you claim to be an enemy or not, that I've risked my life and sacrificed everything I had and put my life on the line completely, right? Basically, like I sacrificed that basically so that everyone could be happy and wake up. And that means I'm the true Messiah. I am a true Messiah. That is what a Messiah does. Okay? That's where they get all these stories from. Because being a Messiah is a real thing, right? So I'm confirmed as a Messiah, right? And like I said, I mean, if you see me exposing these ministries and fake churches and I'm telling you they're evil, that's what it is. I mean, it's plain as day, right? I'm not going to lie to you. I have nothing but sufficient proof. I have existential proof, actually, of everything, right? So, like I said, at the end of the day, uh, you know, what I was saying, to go over this one more time, when I'm with Christina, I want to work on building wings, like actual wings where I can fly. Like I said, they have that new technology where they have the wings, what they used in the new Batman, where you can actually glide. And they actually have like jet engines they put on your feet and you can fly with them. You can fly over water and everything. And like, I want to see how much that is. Like I said, we wouldn't throw money away on anything. I want to make the businesses, make the money first. While we're making the money and running the businesses, I'm going to do the Batman thing, right? We're going to do everything together and have fun with it. I promise you it'll be nothing but fun the whole time. I know exactly what I'm doing. And we're going to do it all together. And like I said, we're going to be making so much money. I already know it. Like, the money is not going to stop. It's not going to be like, oh, we have a set amount and we got to save. No, like our money is going to be limitless. We're going to be making money with law of attraction nonstop. So, like I said, we'll be doing couples content for sure, nonstop. And on top of that, when we get these businesses running, we start getting all this residual income coming in. I want to look into all these companies. I want to talk to them about building bat suits, about building wings that can fly, and about the jet engines that can go on my feet, right? So the point is, that's the type of stuff that I'm going to be looking into doing, where I'm actually flying over cities and states, over beds of water, like over lakes and oceans and everything. Okay, I don't know about oceans, but lakes, right? I don't think I would risk flying over an ocean right now. I mean, like, maybe at some point it'd be pretty scary. I would do it. I'm just saying there's not really much of a point to. But yeah, I'm gonna look into stuff like that. Great. Here we go. Hold on. But yeah, I'm gonna be looking into stuff like that, and I don't know. We'll just go from there, bro. You feel me? They're held up. I gotta see what this is about or what this dude is doing. Yep, you're slow. Those people really don't get it, bro. Like, I'm really Batman, bro. This fool. I'm not even gonna say it, man. This fool just stopped like right in front of me, and then he puts me in danger, basically. Like, dude, that's your thing. I'm Batman. I'm gonna get out of every situation. I remember right there on Alton Glore, a man tried to seal me in with his vehicle and just stood there. He literally kept his vehicle there. I was on the bicycle, and like I had to move and get out the way, like, and like it wasn't hard for me, but it was just funny because you could tell he was trying to set me up. And like I said, then you had that other weirdo. There was some Mexican lady. She comes into the parking lot in front of the mall going a million miles an hour and just literally runs straight into me. Y'all remember that? Like, like there was a period of time when they were sending targeted hits on me as Batman. Like, I mean, it's like I've already went to that. That's what made me Batman, and then you're gonna repeat the same thing. Come on, bro. And none of it worked, And then they sit there and try to play coy and innocent, like, oh, I didn't know. You didn't know what's right in front of you? What are you talking about? Like, why are you in a parking lot going like 80? Like, seriously, going like 80 miles an hour. Like what? Like, and they're so surprised because they're like doing these things to try to take me out, and it's not working. Like, nothing works. I just keep moving. Like, that's what they can't figure out. It's like, God is even saying I'm immortal. You feel me? So, like, I'm not scared of none of y'all. None of y'all fools. Y'all some cowards. All y'all. Y'all funny. I'll tell you that much. Ain't nobody got nothing for me. Real talk. I try to pay attention because y'all be slow and you don't know what you're doing when you're driving. That's what's dangerous. You're not paying attention and you won't see me and it's dark and I can't see you. That's what's scary. That's why I turn my light on, so you don't have an excuse. And even then they'll act like they can't see you. They're ridiculous. So back to topic, like I said, I'll be constructing some wings. We're going to look into all that technology. I want to see what the cheapest price is to actually get it the right way. And I'm going to talk to all these companies, and I don't know, I might just buy them out. That's the thing y'all don't get. Like, I want to make enough money with Christina where we're just buying places out. Like, real talk, that's what y'all don't get. That's the thing that's funny to me when y'all talk about Elon Musk, the failure, and all these puppets. You do realize that having a system like that with fake money, much less, it's all fake. None of them have one red penny. None of them. When you have a system like that, right? What that means is all that does is make it easy for geniuses like me to come in and buy the whole system out. I could have done it in the past. The only reason I didn't is because I helped everybody. I was helping people, spending my money, helping people instead of just having limitless income for the rest of my life. And I don't regret it. You understand? Like I said, I've learned a lot. It's going to help me make even more money and make better decisions with it because I'm earning every dime. Every dime of money I make, I earn. All of it. Through karma, spiritual work, all the work I put in doing what I do. That's how it works. So, like I said, at the end of the day, that's the stuff I'm going to be focused on with Christina. And yeah, I'm going to be like in a garage or something, or like in a warehouse working on building stuff, and I may have some people to help me. Like, I'm talking about, like, I don't have to buy much of anything all the time. I will to start, but I want to get the stuff that we can buy, that we can, get, and a couple of things to start. That's all I need, just a couple of things. Like I said, we'll build the suit together, get all that. That's it. It really ain't going to be that much money at all, and you're going to be like, that's it? I'm like, yeah, that's all I really need right now. I don't need much to be Batman. I'm pretty good at it already. And you see me, I have like nothing right now. I have the suit I built and paid for, and that's it. I don't need that much. Just need a couple of things. So having the budget and luxury to be able to get whatever I want, whatever we want, that's going to help me a lot. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, I just want a couple of things, and then maybe look into some gadgets and stuff. Look into actually getting like a real customized belt that looks like it, the whole suit. It's going to look just like it. It's not going to be no play. It wasn't now, but it's going to really look legit. It's going to be a real bat suit, and we're going to make several of them, right, with different functions. Okay, and like I said, that's what I want to do. I want to spend my time, sometime, not all the time, very little time actually, and I'll have other people building for me probably, but I want them to build, and I'm going to help them. I want to work and learn how to build stuff with like panels and stuff, because that's all it is. In every movie with Batman, he has paneling on whatever he's driving, meaning he's got paneling on the tumbler that protects it. That's like better than any tank I've ever seen. You've got paneling on the motorcycle and the other one with the flash, right? That's all it was. It was just paneling, right? So the paneling protects him from all of, the same elements. That's all you have to have. You just have to have things built with paneling, and that's it. And they need to be super fast. That's the thing. Like the things I'm building and what I want to get, I want everything to be able to go to incredible speeds. You understand? Because that's just what it's going to take. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're not playing around. We're doing the real thing. So it is what it is. I mean, like I said, in the movie, Batman was an outlaw. I'm not right now. And like I said, I'm going to do everything I can by the book as much as possible. But, you know, um, if at some point, whatever, we can't do it by the book, it still has to be done. You understand? So it just is what it is. And it just depends on what's going on. You never know. We don't control anything. We don't know what could happen in this country, in the world, anywhere, at any time, any place. Batman's going to have the technology to basically, meet at any level, no matter what or who it is. So, I mean, that's the point. You understand? So it's like, I mean, you basically pick, what route you want to go and how you want to do things. That's basically how it's going to be, you know? Because, whoever is going to lose regardless. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's going to be the fun part. And then the real fun part will be after I do my assignments and stuff, going to eat dinner with my beautiful wife, Christina. And that'll be the fun part for me. You know what I mean? And we could talk about it and watch the footage and see what parts we want to put out for release on the channel or whatever. And like I said, it might not even be the main channel. Some of it, we might put it on a different channel. Y'all don't understand what I'm going to do. It's going to be complete notoriety. Probably some of it, maybe not. I don't know. I got to see. I have to just see when we get to it how we want to do it. I might have to do that though. I might have to create a new channel and just start releasing the footage, and people are going to be like, "Who is that?" And hopefully people can't figure out it's me. And I'll be running this main channel if I can simultaneously, like I said. So you won't really be able to tell. Like I said, I'm going to have stuff covering my face, probably going to get like Kevlar over my mouth. Like I'm probably going to have my mouth covered too, is what y'all don't get. It's going to be a different kind of Batman, like what people have never seen, like the real thing, like all black. Like you're not going to be able to see me at night pretty much at all. And that's the point. Like I'm talking about, like, I'm not coming to play. I'm trying to do the real thing. Also, I need to look into the technology that shuts off lights, just like he uses in the film. I need to look into, that's the thing, money talks and BS walks. We're going to have enough money to do all this, without a doubt in my mind. It's going to be so easy too, especially like, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to just go to Austin first. Not first. I mean, we're going to go to the island first, but you know what I mean? I'm not talking completely chronological. You get it, honey. But I think we're going to go to Austin, just take Austin over real quick. And I'll probably just do the Batman thing there, and it'll kind of throw them off there because they have no clue what's going on. And they're corrupt, all of them over there, so they won't even know what's happening. They're slow, real talk. And I don't like them anyway, so like it'd be kind of fun just to like stunt on fools and make everybody look silly. Like Batman's just going to take over the streets whenever he wants in Austin. Austin is a pretty good place to do it, honestly. But that's the thing, like, I'm just being real. It's going to be impossible to catch me or anything. Real talk. With like, y'all don't get, I'm going to have everything I need, all the equipment I need. And like I said, I'm going to do everything the right way, but like I'm going to be like an outlaw, you know? So it's what I was meant to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, I mean, it's just going to be about, can people really ID me? And it's going to be hard to do because the most you can say is, hey, I can tell by his movements that's him, or, you know, that's got to be that guy, but you don't have any sufficient proof. That's the thing. In order to prove anything, even in a court of law, you have to have sufficient proof, actual concrete proof. Just saying things and whatever your eye tells you, that's not enough. It really isn't. It's not enough. You have to actually ID the individual. And you're not going to be able to ID me because, like I said, I'm going to have a whole suit with my face covered and everything, more than likely. You know what I mean? And if not, a mouth guard on. You know, so I mean, it is what it is, bro. I hope something bad didn't just bite me because it felt like it right in the neck. Or I don't know, my neck's feeling weird. But like I said, it is what it is. You know, I want to have fun with it all. And yeah, like I said, that's what I'm going to be looking into. Y'all don't get it, man. Like, y'all are thinking small time stuff. You know, that's my thing. You're worried about YouTube still, and people will come on here trying to talk to me. I'm not a YouTuber, bro. I'm Batman. It's a little different, man. I'm focused on trying to build like the grappling thing when I can. Like, I'm telling you, all this, we're going to be like in a garage working on all these projects individually. I mean, if I can get the grappling thing, I mean, you know, it's going to be awesome because I'm really going to be flying from rooftops and stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I'm talking about like the ability to be in New York City and like, you know, go run off of one surface or whatever and be able to use the grappling thing to, you know, send it out and attach to whatever building or whatever that's nearby and be able to actually swing, you know what I mean, and catch myself, like all that. Like, I'm talking about, I got to look into like rock climbing, how to get the most traction on my hands. Like, I'm going to be doing all that, bro. See, y'all don't get it. It's a complex thing. Nobody's ever done it. They weren't smart enough. I am. I'm a genius. It's not even hard for me. That's what people don't get. People forget I'm an actual genius, bro. So all this stuff about, oh, you're struggling. No, this economy and the society is designed against me completely. And I've been doing great. I'm shining, bro. You know, it's like that song Colors, when it's the colors that you shine. I love that song, right? I know you're feeling like you're lost, right? You feel you dreamt it way too far. Did you know these colors that you're shining are shine out the best? Colors that you shine, shine out the best. You know, and that song, it has a lot of meaning because you know what it really means to me, at least, is that in situations like these where there's the most adversity and turmoil and animosity and suffering and struggle and whatever, it's such a beautiful thing because that's true. It brings out your true colors. It brings out colors that you never shined before. It brings out the true you and different parts of you. And I think that that's a lot what it's about and what life is about. You feel me? So, end of the day, it is what it is. Hold up. I'm not going to let no fool ruin my show. So, yeah, like I said, honey, please message me if you can. I love you more than anything. And, you know, I don't know. That's what we're going to be doing, you know. And like I said, please watch that itinerary show. Went over all of it. You know, we're going to do the island, SPI. We'll look at condos and everything, you know. And like I said, oh, I know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do everything privately, though. You know, that's the thing. I don't want to be in any areas that, you know, anybody can guess because people are so weird. They'll go even on Airbnb and try to figure out where we're at. So, like, we're not doing none of that. You understand? So, there's a certain way that we can go about doing things. It's not going to do anything but open us to more opportunity, and I'm going to show you how, and that's it. It'll be awesome. You know, like I said, we're going to have multiple spots and different spots, so we're going to be able to move around all the time. Nobody's going to be able to know where we're actually at any given time, and I just don't want nobody knowing about none of our spots that we're at because that's the way it should be. You know, seriously, I mean, we're about to have so many options too. That's the coolest part of it. Because that's the thing people don't get. I'm not changing anything. The only change that's coming in is all positive and new stuff and more and more and more, you know. But like, I already got options. We're about to have all of them, you know. That's all I want, just privacy, peace, and be happy and spend all our time together, you know. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we'll be working on, and we'll go from there. I really hope whatever got me in my neck is not that bad because it feels weird. But you know, I love you, honey, more than life itself, more than anything. Please message me, let me know what's going on. I need you always, and that's about it. I love you very much, you know. So I don't know. I am excited about everything, and yeah, like I said, we'll do the island. We can look at Austin, look into the food truck thing, look into all these businesses that we're going to build, and we'll already be running them. And we'll be doing couples content and just having fun and getting paid for it, all sorts of stuff. So, you know, I love you.